Hey, what's up you guys, the Curious Owl here, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys the books I hope to get through in December. Now at this point I have a little less than 2 weeks left of my college semester and I graduate at the end of next week, which is December 14th, and I am so excited, and I'm hoping that because I don't have much left of school, I will be able to get through a lot more books than I normally did, as November was not really my best month out of this entire year because of a lot of things that came up during school. But since I only have a couple weeks left, I'm hoping I can get through a lot more books and enjoy my reading now because I won't have to worry about anything else, and I'm so excited. So this month I have a total of 5 books that I'm hoping to get through this month. A couple books were supposed to be read last month in November, but because of everything that was super crazy then, I had to push them off like I normally do when I can't get to certain books that I really want to get to in one month. I push them off to the next month. It's just something I'm going to have to continue to do the rest of my life because there's just so many things that come up that half the time I can't get to all the books I want to get to, but we shall see if this month is any better for me. But without further ado, let me get to all the books. So the first book is my audiobook for the month, which I've already kind of got through. I listened to it a little bit in the end of November, but I really didn't want to fully start it until December hit. And that is The Goldfinch by Donna Tartt, which is one of those books that I've heard so much about, but not at the same time. Like, I've heard a lot of people talk about it, but not really about, what the whole book is about. And if you're not familiar with it, it basically is about this older man who, I say older, he's like his late 20s or early 30s, but essentially the story is him recounting the day that his mother died and how hard it was for him to deal with that because he was at a very young age when his mother died. And it's basically like almost what I would consider like autobiographical for the character, at least, not necessarily Donna Tartt herself, but the character's story is very much an autobiographical story about how he lost his mom and kind of how he's led his life since that point. And it's very hard to deal with. I've already listened to so much sad stuff about the book just in the first 40 minutes of it, and I'm really excited to continue with it. I think though it's going to be one of those books that's going to make me cry a lot when I get to certain points of it, and I don't know if I'm quite ready for it, but at the same time I think I am. I'm in a very weird spot in my life where I feel like everything's just going to make me cry, and I'm also okay with it, so we'll see how it goes. The second book on my list is my final book for the Beautiful Creatures reread, which I didn't get to in November because of school and other reasons, but that is Dangerous Deception by Cami Garcia and Margaret Stohl. It's the second book in the Link and Ridley spin-off series that they decided to do, and I am very hopeful but also very scared because I want my precious babies to be okay, and I have a really big feeling that they are not going to be okay. Book number 3 is my random TBR pick that was for November, and that is Revival by Stephen King. I didn't get to this one either because of school and other things, but it is a Stephen King book that's fairly new. I think came out in like 2014, so I'm hoping that it's gonna really show me how different his writing is. And for my December TBR pick for the month, my mother drew it for me while she's at home because obviously I'm here, and I'm very excited to announce that I get to read this book, which I have been wanting to read for so long, and that is Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Alir Sainz. Oh my god, I can't even begin to explain how much I am excited for this book because it is a contemporary. I've heard so many good things about this book. I've heard so many good things about Aristotle and Dante's story, and I can't wait. I'm excited to have very warm, fluffy feelings throughout most of it. And the fifth and final book that I am reading is going to be continuing the Song of Ice and Fire series by George R.R. Martin by reading A Clash of Kings, which is the second book in the series. I finished Game of Thrones in November, and I really enjoyed it a lot more than I expected to, and I said that if I really liked it a lot, I would continue with the series as soon as I could, and so I decided to then just read the next book this month because I feel like if I don't read it all like within a few months' time, I'm going to get very lost if I was to like wait to read the books, because I've heard a lot of people tell me that's how it is if you wait to read the books between, like if you take a month or so between books, you get very lost very quickly, and I don't want that to happen. So those are all the books I plan on reading in December. Let's hope I actually get to some of them. I think that I may at least get through the first 2 books, and it will just depend on how busy December gets because I do have finals coming up next week, and I may have a job afterwards. It depends on how things kind of go. So that'll also be taken into account with my reading, but I'm hoping that this month will be a lot nicer to me and I can end 2018 on a note that is fairly positive by reading at least more than the 2 books that I read last month. So anyway, thank you guys so much for joining me in this video. If you guys did enjoy it, please do give it a big thumbs up. And if you're not already and you'd like to be, hit the button down below and subscribe to become an owlet in our flock. And I will see all of you guys in my next video. Bye guys.